slicked back hair and wears a white uniform. He introduces himself, but I'm only really conscious of his eyes, which never want to look directly at me. He says my wife has just arrived, and they're installing her in room 1, which is a single room. He emphasizes that he doesn't know anything else. Who does know then? I ask. As soon as they've got her installed, you can talk to someone who knows, he answers. Is she okay? They're installing her now. As soon as that's done, we'll come and get you, he says, and walks past me into the corridor. He keeps his eyes on me, so I follow him. Do you know about CIC? He asks. What do you mean? He punches in a code to open a door and says, At CIC, we treat patients who need extra intensive care. We have 13 beds, specially trained doctors and nurses. He turns on the light. Right, okay, I answer, and peer into the room, which is about 20 meters square. A sofa, chairs, an armchair, a round table, and a simple kitchenette. Not exactly the Waldorf Astoria, he says, but better than nothing. When is the cesarean being done? I ask. Unfortunately, I don't know. Your wife has to be stabilized before anything can be done. How long will I have to wait in here? Difficult to say, maybe an hour? I really don't know, but you don't have to stay in the family room. It's fine, thanks. Okay, he says, and leaves me at the door. A TV is suspended from the ceiling. There's another room adjoining the bigger one with a bunk bed and a small toilet. The translucent curtains are drawn across the window facing into the corridor. Abandoned coffee cups, a waste paper basket filled with scrunched-up tissues. I sit at the table. There's a plastic yucca plant in front of me. Someone has pressed a bit of chewing gum onto one of its leaves. I decide to head back into the corridor, but realise the door has a combination lock. They haven't given me the code, and I don't know where else I can wait, so I just stand in the doorway. A doctor emerges from CIC. Excuse me, I say. She glances at me but strides past. I call out to her. She stops and turns around. Do you have the code to the door? Don't you have it already? No, they let me in but didn't give me the code, I answer. She gets out a little notebook from her top pocket and flips through the pages. 1221, she says. Okay, that's the year and the ward number, I suppose. Never occurred to me, she answers. That'll help me remember it, I say. She blinks and says with a knowing glance, Is it your wife who's pregnant? Yes, she's pregnant, I say. She comes closer. If it weren't for the wrinkles that appear around her eyes, I would have taken her for a teenager. She's standing right beside me when she says, I've got a girl myself who was born a month and a half premature. You should be glad it's a girl. Premature girls have a better chance than premature boys of surviving and avoiding any long-term damage. Mum buys me a salad from the hospital shop. The machine-peeled prawns are drenched in Rhode Island sauce. Go easy, you're wolfing it down like I don't know what, says Mum. I've never changed a nappy in my life, I say. You'll manage it. Even your father managed it, she says, standing up, looking at me and adding, Sweetie, what's the matter? I think I left the hob on, I answer. No, Tom, that's what you thought yesterday, but it wasn't on. I'm positive I forgot to turn the fucking thing off this time, though. Sweetheart, yesterday I dropped everything and bolted round to yours, and it wasn't on. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to go and check again? Maybe it would be best, I say. Mum turns abruptly towards the door just as Sven and Lillemor arrive. She adjusts her cardigan and says, Lillemor, Sven, I don't know what to say. They hug Mum and ask how things are with Thomas. Not good, answers Mum. They are silent. Mum seems to become nervous, as if she said the wrong thing. You found it, I say. It wasn't very difficult. You gave us good directions, says Lillemor. Mum can't get the TV on, just fiddles with the remote control. Lillemor asks if I've managed to see Karin yet. No.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.